I hate self-introductions. If you're supposed to know me, you'll get to know me naturally. And if you're not, why waste the time and energy? But, very well. For the sake of etiquette, I'll humor you just this once. Behold, before you stands Marionette, 7th of the Fatui Harbingers. It's about time we threw another tea party, don't you think? I wonder who else is free. I like music. In fact, I've taught myself to play many different instruments. You don't believe me? Find me a piano, and I'll show you a thing or two. Called back to the Zeppelyarny Palace again? Ugh, seriously, what's the point in all these endless meetings? Well, this is inconvenient. My flowers adore this kind of weather. Defensive systems. Operating normally. Ugh, time for more snow damselettes. The perfect weather for cake, strong coffee, and getting lost in a good book. The skirt really wasn't made for weather like this. How in the blazes did Rosalyne used to cope? Good morning. Would you like a cup of coffee? It really raises the spirits. Why would someone like me need coffee? Can't a lady appreciate the taste? Is it that time already? I'd better prepare some refreshments. Back for dinner? This isn't a canteen, you know. Forget it. You're here now. I'll have Baggio whip something up. You should get some sleep. I prefer to do my research at night. It's quieter and there's no one around to bother me. What do you mean? My sleep schedule is fine as it is, thank you very much. What's wrong with calling me Sandrone? Huh? My original name? So you really want to know. All right. I can still remember when I first opened my eyes. Ellen had just finished creating me. He called me Marionette. I tried to repeat it, to say it out loud myself, but I noticed something complicated in his expression. Only later did I come to understand what it was. A mixture of regret and guilt. He never called me that again. Anyway, after telling me the story of the Narcissenkreuz Ordo and his sister, Ellen concluded by insisting that I was free to choose my own path in life. An important part of that, he said, was deciding on my own name. For my part, I told him I was perfectly fine with the one he'd given me, Marionette Guillotin. Pretty unique as names go, wouldn't you say? And yet, no doubt for different reasons, the Tsaritsa ended up making Marionette my title as a harbinger. Perhaps that was simply another so-called act of fate. When I was first created, it seemed like too much work to find a place to lie down, so I usually just slept in a chair. It was only after I arrived in Snezhnaya that I grew accustomed to sleeping in beds. I have to say, after an exhausting day of dealing with my colleagues, wearing something comfortable and hiding beneath the covers is wonderfully cozy. There's a sense of security created by my sensory system and emotional circuitry. I now know why people like to sleep in. However, beds come with their own issues. My clockwork key prevents me from sleeping on my back, and it's difficult to balance when lying on my side. The only option is to sleep face down. You've read my diary, so don't you think it's about time you shared some of your own secrets to even things out? Huh? Your adventurer handbook? Why would I want that? If I wanted to know what you do every day, I'd just get Catherine to tell me. We may know each other better now, but once we arrive in Snezhnaya, we still have to follow the rules. After all, you've been fighting the Fatui since you arrived. Who knows what kind of a stir you'll cause over there? Naturally, I'll try my best not to make your life difficult. I'd appreciate it if you could do the same for me. Helping each other out based on mutual understanding. That's what companions do, right? It's a good fit for me. Cryo is useful. For instance, I no longer need to worry about overheating after lengthy calculations. With Pulonia gone, life suddenly felt a lot more difficult to navigate. That's why I created Fagio, my facilitatrice automatisée généraliste interactive et omnitâche. She can deal with a lot of trivial tasks that I'd rather not waste my time with. And she can fight. Huh? You think her full name's too long and hard to understand? Is that not how all working machines get their names? Elen came up with Pulonia, which stands for Perspective, Undulation, Localized, Observing, and Investigating Automaton. I thought everyone named things that way. So, you think it's hereditary? Outside of my research, I sometimes like to ponder metaphysical questions. Just as people from every nation have their own beliefs about death. I often hear people talking about the afterlife, where souls go to rest, things like that. But from the time my core was damaged fighting Il Dottore, to the time the stellar linchpin activated Elen's legacy and reactivated me, my memory is blank. Completely empty. Where do mechanical constructs, puppets, go when they die? How are our souls defined? Do we even have souls? There are no answers, so I always turn back to my research. But knowledge is the cornerstone of the world. I believe that as these stones continue to stack, one day their height alone will allow me to reach the answers to my doubts. That great shaman seems nice. Is she really very old? Still seems like she's got plenty of energy to me. Though she does get a little too worked up sometimes. What do I mean? Oh, well, recently I was talking to her about you and me going underwater to look for something. And before that, I told her you were in Nodcry helping Columbina get her name back. She got so animated her face turned bright red. I wonder if it has something to do with her age. I don't know how she does it. That cat girl always seems to find the weakest spot in every machine and then, bleh, broken. I wish her brother would have a word with her. Never mind. I guess it's a talent, really. Maybe I should have her help me stress test my future creations. If my machines can't survive her curiosity, what chance do they have in battle? After Elen died, I put up a tombstone for him. When he was alive, he said he wanted me to write his epitaph. So I did. It wasn't difficult. List out his deeds, then pick a quote that captures the way he thought. I went with, "Regrettably, there's nothing more to say." It was something he often said. You think it sounds fatalistic. Maybe to those who didn't know him. But he always said it with a smile. It wasn't resignation. He wasn't giving up. Ironically, it was almost like an expression of contentment. Like solving a mathematical problem. Death is just a silent equal sign, and he's moved to the other side of the equation. Even I still get bothered by the errors in my heart. But Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa? How did she manage to freeze her emotions so completely? Always issuing orders. Somehow, the world reflected in his eyes seems farther away than it does with anyone else. The first time I saw him, I knew this world had taken too much from him. Everyone knows Il Capitano doesn't like to remove his mask. But it doesn't stop him from finishing his tea whenever we get together. You might want to cover your ears. I'm afraid I won't be able to control my emotions. Columbina used to drive me up the wall. To be honest, she still does. I thought life would be quieter without her around. Who knew I'd find myself getting more annoyed when she wasn't here? Ugh, it's infuriating! She's living such a happy life right now. Her family and friends are by her side, and she gets to go traveling whenever she's free. Why can't I have that kind of fortune? Oh, forget it. I'm not jealous. We all know she deserves to be happy. Arlecchino is a woman of her word. She acts decisively, and you can trust her to get things done. Purely from a professional standpoint, it would be nice if all my colleagues could try to emulate her. He's the chairman of the Snezhnograd Veche, though he often feels more like its overseer. Every vote cast in the Evaluation Council affects the interests of countless factions. Reconciling so many competing concerns can only be achieved by the shrewdest of operators. Once you understand this, you start to realize just how terrifying he really is. You would think his relationship and dealings with Dottore would have been properly investigated from the start, right? Why did it take 10 times longer for my research funds to be granted than that lunatic Dottore's? It's clear there was something shady going on. I even asked Pantalone about it to his face. He looked right at me with that stupid smile and said, "Oh my, has Our Lady Sandrone finally developed an interest in finances? I can recommend a few books if you'd like. Maybe you should start with 100 phrases to teach you manners." She always lived for herself. She loved in her own way and hated in her own way too. No wonder she burned out so fast. Still, her flame shone with a unique hue until the moment it flickered into nothing. Oh, another pain in everything. He could happily just spend his days with his brothers and sisters. Why insist on becoming a harbinger at all? And when will he get it into his thick skull that not everyone is always looking for a fight? Besides music, machines, and mathematics, I also enjoy horticulture, when conditions allow. I like to document the process as my plants grow and flourish. Most of them require little intervention. They're independent, resilient. I used to believe I was the same. Every time I see a fluffy little animal, I just want to pick it up and give it a big hug. But most animals don't like machines, so they always run away when they see me. Hey, don't look at me like that! I don't want your pity. So what if I can't hug them? It's not that big of a deal. Thanks to this body, I don't suffer from allergies or indigestion. So food is purely a matter of pleasure for me. But if I had to choose, I think I like small dainty pastries most of all. Just looking at their exquisite shape brings joy to my heart. It's a 1-2 punch for the eyes and soul. I don't like greasy, spicy food. It's got nothing to do with taste. It's just hard to keep the smell from clinging to my clothes. It's very inelegant for a lady.